There, YouTube fans, this is the real creepy doll man here. It is August the 31st of 2018 now. Time is 12:01 a.m. Okay, I told you before this marks the anniversary of somebody that I knew. I'm going to go back and pay my respects to him. This marks the anniversary of Brandon Young's death. He died at a very young age. He died in August the 31st of 1995, or it was August the 31st of 1996. So I go back to pay my respects. I decided not to come alone in this ordeal. I brought out one of the other dolls. Now this one you may have seen, but this one you don't know the name of him. It is a he though. But let's get back into it. Yeah, I dedicated an episode a few days ago. It was called Cursed, Haunted, Possessed Dolls. Witch Dolls. In it I dedicated an episode as a tribute to the late Brandon Young. Now he died, this young man died at a very young age. And yeah, I knew him but not as well like my niece did because she was dating him at the time. So we're not going to use her real name. We'll use the name I give her. Her name, I gave the name last time, Mandy. Now, Mandy introduced me to this young man. I had mentioned this before in the video, that he came in. I didn't like him at first, but I got to know him. And, you know, I got to talk to him for a while. He wanted one day to play pool with me. And at first, let me take him out of the shot. I decided to go ahead and agree with it. Now, he had a best friend with him, and I didn't like his best friend. This other young man he brought in here was acting very kind of odd, way too odd. Plus, you can see that you can detect a little bit of jealousy there, that he didn't like certain things that Brandon Young did. And one day, he lost a game to him. He got really pissed. And that might have started what happened between them in a bad blood. So the assailant who murdered him was actually his best friend. Now, that one day Brandon Young was here, I wish to God I would have stopped him. Because if I knew what this other young man was planning to do to him, he would have been alive today. You know, but there would have been a little bit of a problem with that. Because as you see that Brandon Young also had cancer, and he probably wouldn't live very long anyway. The chances of him living to about 20 to 21 years old, it would be hard to say. But you know, with cancer, your lifespan will be cut short. And I guess it was perfect opportunity for his best friend to take advantage of that. And you know, he killed him in cold blood, and he covered up and make it look like a suicide. We all found out about that through the family of the victim, which we will not use to protect his family members today, which was Brandon Young's family members. We will protect their names so that their names will not be used. Some of them are still alive and well, and some of them are deceased. Now, the mother of Brandon Young died a couple years back. I did attend the funeral. It was kind of a sad tragedy for that day. It was a sad day. But, you know, this marks his anniversary of his death because he died at the age of 14 years old. And I'm putting a parent advisory on this ordeal to show and pay my respects because due to violence and murder, I'm saying to all the parents, if you have young children that wants to watch this episode, they must get their parents' permission first before watching this episode. Because I'm telling it very graphically here, that this young man was murdered in cold blood. We don't know how he was shot, but he was killed. Later down the road, you know, after Brandon passed away and passed on, my niece still messed with the family members of Brandon Young, of the boy that she was dating. And she got close to them. And later down the road, I got close to Brandon Young's dad because he's like a father figure to me. After my father passed away, I got kind of close to him. I remember one time that there was a car that he was going to give his son. This car that he was going to give was a Z28. And he was going to give him a brand new car for his birthday when he turned 16. You don't want to drive with his father, Brandon Young's father, because when he drinks, he gets the speed. And you're not supposed to speed in a 35 mile per hour zone, or even a 25 miles per hour zone. But he went over 50 or 60 miles. It's lucky I'm still here today to tell this. Then after that, one day he came up here, his father came up here so drunk, he woke us all out of bed. It was a good joke. He come to the door sometime in the morning knocking. I said, ding dong, the witch is dead. So wake up, everybody. That's particular Brandon Young's followers. He was a funny man. He's cool. I still hang with him this very day. I play pool with him every now and then. And I had to show my respect for his father. He's still alive and well. And he's just as funny sometimes when he wants to be funny. But, you know, after like I said, his son passed away, I got very close to Brandon Young's father. And we used to play video games, and they ordered pizza, and we ate from the Papa John's. It was very good. I used to go over there. I didn't leave that house till probably about 2 or 3 in the morning. I had to watch out because I'm older anyway, older than anybody else that could walk the street. But, you know, it was some good times. And, you know, still, I'm paying my respect to Brandon Young now, and show that I'm paying respect because, you know, he died. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't got to meet his family down the road eventually after his death. And I got to, you know, pay my respect to him. I never went back to pay my respects to him till now. It's a very late pay my respects to the late Brandon Young. And, you know, Brandon Young, you know, I'm hoping you're up in heaven. You're with my father and my grandmother. You could tell her some stories sometime about how it was here on earth, about how you knew me and everyone else. But I hope you're up there resting in peace. And also say this, that if you do see my father up there, tell him it will not be too long. It will not be too long, and I will be there soon, someday. And that's all I got to say. But to all my fans out there, I'm leaking this out now. I will have another episode coming up behind this. It is to decide the fate of my haunted and possessed plush animals. Which ones will I pick to do? Communicating with our spirit friends, part 12. And also find out which ones I will use for the unreleased bonus episodes, which has now been leaked out from the Real Creepy Doll Man, because I will cut a certain amount. I'm making a cut, and I'll let you know what the cut will be, which ones I'll keep, and what will I do with the rest of them. Now, if they are haunted or not, will we still tell them, and then what will the Real Creepy Doll Man do with them? Maybe the Real Creepy Doll Man will try to find them all homes. Or the Real Creepy Doll Man may do this, since he needs parts for the other dolls. I have a friend that could probably sell them for me and get the materials I need to rebuild some of my dolls that needs to be fixed. And I'm going to try my best to rebuild them myself, because I will do not 1, but 2 dolls. I will build them live here on YouTube. We will stream it live for all the fans out there to see the first time ever exclusive, the live versions of the Real Creepy Doll Man's episodes. So keep watching for that to come. This is the Real Creepy Doll Man saying, to all the YouTube fans and all you Real Creepy Doll Man fans around the world, goodbye, and God bless you all.